How many times have you wanted to get healthier, but found that other priorities in life got in the way? Creating healthy habits can be hard, until we know how.
Most of us are in pursuit of some sort of transformation. Now, some are looking for better health and physique, some want more money and stable finances, some want a life with more autonomy and freedom, more adventure or travel. And whatever the transformation is that we're seeking, it usually isn't something that happens overnight. These transformations take time. Enough time that we need to change what we consistently do. We need to change our habits.
Go ahead and take a second right now to go down in the comments and put what one of your healthy habits is going to be.
Now, the challenge is that our brains and our environment are designed to operate in a certain way, and changing that encounters resistance. The bigger the shift that we seek to make, the more resistance we'll encounter. In a transformation were as simple as wanting something and it just happening, well, we'd all be and have exactly what we want. But it's not that simple. So how do we start and continue the transformation process? Well, transformation occurs as we move along a path. And the further we go, the greater the transformation. Unfortunately, we don't always think about the direction that each path in life takes us, and it's not until we look up and we see where we are that we choose to change things. So intentional transformation requires two things: prioritizing a direction and taking one step after another. Now, this is why I coach people with 4 things in mind. First, prioritization and personalization. The most important component of progress is understanding the most important thing, which is your priorities. Without actively choosing the direction of your life, the world will choose it for you. So you have to decide what's most important to you. You need it to be personal. It needs to resonate with you, because when you encounter resistance, when doubt creeps in, your belief in this path is what will give you the strength to press on towards your goal. Now, second, we look to overcome obstacles. I already mentioned that change will encounter resistance. Well, there will be obstacles. And these can be things like distractions from doing the work that you need to do, friends asking you to do things that you just don't want to do anymore, or temptations in your environment to indulge in things that pull you away from your new goals and back towards your old habits. So it's important to acknowledge that these obstacles exist so that you can set up plans for how to avoid them whenever possible, and for how to deal with them when they just can't be avoided. Now, third, as you make progress towards your goal, you want to set meaningful milestones. And these checkpoints help you identify when you're really progressing towards your goal. They also serve as points to level up your habits. And usually, to shift our habits, we start with tiny changes and gradually build them up. These points of leveling up are significant milestones. They encourage us to keep going, and they show that we're capable of living the new life that we dreamt of. Now, fourth and finally, we look at a long life of leveling up. We consider all the changes you made, how you picked a path, you made micro changes, you overcame obstacles, and you leveled up and made bigger changes. And we look back at how you did this. We learn from your successes and failures so that you can plan to keep moving forward, living your new life, doing the things that you want to do. Now, it's a simple process, and when your habits and goals are approached properly, they become clearly achievable. Now, it still takes some work, so don't assume that it's always fun and easy, but it's doable for anyone. Before you take the next step toward this new life, I want to remind you that every journey is easier and more likely to succeed when you have support, when you have friends taking the journey with you. So if there's anyone that you'd like to bring along with you, consider sharing this video with them and tell them that you'd like them to join you, because you might be pleasantly surprised by their response. Also, if you like this video and this idea, I'd really appreciate the thumbs up on the video, and If you'd like to see other videos like it, consider subscribing. So if you'd like to get started with your transformation, just send me a message at thenhowcoaching.com/contact, or you can click on the link in the description.